What's up, everyone? So, if anybody didn't hear already, I'm on disability right now for ruptured disc in my back and collapsed sacroiliac joint. I can't really walk or anything, so I haven't put it on any videos. I'm sorry. I'm gonna try today. Um, Try and get out there for a minute. Of course, it's supposed to rain, and if anybody's watched this channel knows what I do with wet skate parks. It's a whole lot of fun. What's up, Lane? Yes, I'm fully aware that it can sound like shit. You don't have to tell me. Oh, Babas. Yeah, so I don't know. The Creighton's ready to go. Tell you one thing though, running that heavy setup I got in the front, just kind of kicking my ass because it's traction rolling like a bastard. But it's such a perfect combination for jumping in. I'm not going to screw with it because that's what they do with that truck. So there's that. And then I just need to put a hub on this one. Unfortunately, we don't have any more deep rear hubs. So I'm going to put a shallow one on it and have like a three-legged dog thing going on here. This is what it is. All right, hold on. Move your butt. Move. Move. Out my way. Sorry, buddy. That's all I got for you right now. I just gave you a piece of toast. Jesus. What? Needy ass dog. Yeah, I'm also completely broke. I spent savings a couple weeks before. When I went on a premature vacation because I had to take vacation years and I needed it because my back. And that didn't work out too well. So, this is what it is. I'm not doing anything about it. So I guess I'll just put this little monkey hub on here. Probably do like weird stuff because the track's gonna be opposite or different on each side. But that's about it, man. It's just the way shit is right now. It sucks. I got an appointment on like Wednesday, I think, to see a specialist, see what they want to do. If they want to rebuild it or figure it out, I don't know. I also still need to have my foot operated on. So, procrastination when dealing with injuries is not a good idea. Let that be a lesson. Because I'm totally screwed now. The only thing I've been good at for 30 years has been stripped out from under me overnight. And it's depressing. I'm not going to lie. It sucks. But despite darker tendencies, I still have a strong bias to exist, to quote Bad Religion. So there's nothing like that, but it's been rough. Just kind of waiting to see what happens. In the meantime, can't walk, can't stand for any kind of length of time. But hopefully I'll get motivated to take these things out today and have some fun. It's been a minute. You know, if they move the bolts in on this pattern on the back of these hubs, like that, if they move the bolts closer to the hex, it would probably help support the hex. Just a thought. They're wrong, they're right, but they haven't tried it yet, have they? Maybe they're just selling to me plastic hubs. And those $50 pairs of aluminum jobs. Anyway, where's the drills working right now? That'd be nice. Save some time. One bolt short we are. Let's program it. Don't worry, I can see it now. That'll work. Anyway, this hub actually needs to be re-knurled. One of the stipulations I've noticed about my hub design or my hub rework is they're starting to wear. So all the little indentations I'm putting in are going away. Oh, shit. Right there. Oh, crap. Ow. Fuck. All right. No, there it is. Okay. Funny. All right, bitch. Now you're getting it. Really? All right. Oh shit, this tire needs to be re-glued too. The automatic man. The automatic man. Alright, that's good. So, oh boy, this needs a lot of glue. I've done that. That's why we usually load them up before we go, though. We'll put all the batteries in them, sometimes even plug them in, depending on how far we're driving, you know. I mean, if we're driving down to Lehigh, we're going to plug them until we get there, but it doesn't work anymore. Holy shit. Well, we're good. All right. Well, that's ready. So, with its short stance wheel on the backside, it's not even that big a difference. It's like 5 millimeter. I mean, I doubt it'll notice it. I'll just see. Yeah, it's been fun. Oh, I need to plug in my damn camera. Use the good one. There. Alright, so now it's going. No, I don't want you to turn it on. Just turn off. Turn off. Oh wait, that's the wrong button. Dude. Alright, there we go. Sucker charge up for a while. I tell you, man, it's like everything I do, I get winded. It's crazy. Sorry if this is making noise, but there's a screw coming out of my microphone. Get the hell in the hole. All right, that's done. So, Nick's been all right. Nick's been very helpful. Being able-bodied and such. Nick has done countless things I've asked him to do, which has been greatly appreciated. Of course, I still had to solder in a pigtail for his crank angle sensor on his Jetta, which had to take the whole front end off in order to get to it. But I managed to lay on my back for 15 minutes, soldering shrink wrap 3 wires, and all cleaned up and good looking and non-susceptible to oil intrusion and whatnot, which is cool. I mean, made me feel useful for a minute, but at the same time, it's like, dude, I haven't, unless I was on vacation or a honeymoon, dude, I haven't been off of work for more than 2 days, 20 years, man. And it's been almost 2 weeks. It has been 2 weeks as of today, actually. It's not easy, man. It's not easy. I'm just like, I'm in constant pain. Ooh, that's coming loose. I don't know what to do. Can't sleep. Is that thing just that bad? Really? Wow. It's pretty crazy. The wrong side screwed in it. Yeah. I think that's the actual servo. Yeah. Bearings were out on top of the damn servo. Well, I mean, we are putting it through hell. Yeah, Nick was upset because his Jetta was down for like a week, but and now apparently it's got some other issues with like oil pressure sending unit or something. So he doesn't even know what it is or know how to fix it or diagnose it or any of that. So I could have swore it looked like it was smashed off when I was under there, but Volkswagen plastics in the engine bay particularly suck. All their connectors get brittle as shit. They always crack, break. So, it's not, I wouldn't be surprised if you just knocked side of oil pressure center and broke it in half. Really wouldn't be.
And don't take that for granted. So we learn, don't take it for granted, and try to give the people what they want.
No, that's a Savox. One, two, something. 1270. That's the one that's one of the ones I had sent back because I just sent them both back. I broke 2 Savox servos that were brand new in like 3 months. Within a month of buying each one. And I just sent them back, which took forever. But they did repair them and send them back for free. I had to pay outgoing shipping. It's bullshit. But tis what tis. What are you gonna do about it? Let's see, where is that other mud guard? And then Nick blew a servo in his truck. What has he got in this thing? Yeah, it looks like just a stock Arma. But it's internally shorted, so you can't even turn the truck on. It won't program, it won't do anything. It's just, unless you unplug the servo. Like, it doesn't even recognize the remote until you unplug the steering servo. Copious amounts of edibles. Thanks, bro. I've got a pretty good hookup myself. I appreciate that. Yes, I do partake. If you don't, then I don't know what country you're from. I'm not from this country. I'm from California. And I don't know. I've always been a master at making room. I mean, I like hanging shit. I'll hang shit from the ceiling to make room if need be. It's kind of lateral. It's just in my old garage, man. I have a picture of it somewhere, but it's a 2-car garage. Only fit 1 car, but I had $1 million in inventory and parts and tools and all that kind of shit. Give me a sec. I'm gonna put these batteries on real quick. Make sure they're all good to go. Oh, by the way, I had another battery explosion. I don't know if I told you that. Stop. Bro, what? Can you get the fuck out of my face for a minute? What do you want, dude? I can't play with you 24/7, okay? Come on, get there. Yeah. Too long. Stop it, Brody. All right. Let's going. Nice. Yeah. There's a lot to be said for spending time in the dirt. It's a hell of a lot of fun, but there's a lot to be said for skate parks too. One done. So yeah, one of the Gens Aces 4S Basher packs blew up. Um, the the balance cord wouldn't connect properly, so I just put it on charge for the spec of the pack, and next thing I know, I hear something crunching or whatever, and I look down and the thing's fluffed up and shit, and I ran out, threw it out the door, and the outside door is like 2 feet from this door, and about a second later, it just blew flames in 3 directions. Like there were people in the back of my room who were like, "What the?" It was pretty crazy. But yeah, that was fun. And then like a battery explosion to take your mind off of stuff. Brody, what is your problem, dude? You're such a neurotic looking dog.
She's got a new book out.
Right on, man. I'll show you. Because we have two, because they're for Nick's 8S. So now he no longer has one. Please. So yeah, apparently one of the balance cord wires broke off. Stop it! You know I hate when you stick me your wet nose, you dick. Come on. Anyway. Go fuck off. Get out of my way. This is not playtime, dickhead. Yeah, so that thing just like, I mean, I don't know how long it was on charge, but the other battery's done. It just, it fluffed up real bad, and I grabbed it, and I had to run through Nick trying to get outside, and I just chucked it out on the concrete, and about 2 seconds later, it just went boom, like flames shoot out the top, both sides. It's kind of a nice display. Dude, you go outside? You want to go outside? Outside? And that's what I thought. Come on, dipshit. Well, it looks like the sun has come out and burned off the clouds, which sucks. That means it's not going to rain. That's all right. I'll just do some shit in front of the house. Just get out there and drive them, Yeah. No shit. He actually got him. He got him in a deal with a dude for like, I don't know. I think some control arms and shit, like really cheap. Well, I mean, this is probably the best battery that they sell at my local hobby shop. That does it for me. I'd really like to get some SMPs, but every time I go on their website, they're sold out. Because I had a pair of SMP 3Ss back when I had my Vortex like 3 years ago, and dude, we had these batteries for 4 years, like no problems at all, no drop cells, no issues. I mean, I've got drop cells in these. Hell, I've got like 10 cells outside. I was trying to make back in the battery packs, and it's just not working. They're not really soldered together. They're more like crimped and laser welded. So it's like you can't really take them apart and put them back together properly unless like you're really good at that shit. And I don't have the freaking patience. No, but we've got actually most of what we got is Spectrum batteries actually, because Nick likes having that feature where he can read stuff on his remote because it's cool. Ugh. That's cool, man. I mean, they're not bad. You just maintaining them is kind of difficult because I found when you put them in a storage charge, they'll drop voltage and go below threshold, and then they'll come apart. So I actually usually keep most of my stuff at like 90% when it's sitting around. But we've got like 6 Spectrums, 3 and 4S's, and then we've got a Electron Pro. It's very low output, but it does do the job. It's a 6S. But the two main 6S batteries we have are these Gen Ace 56s. And I mean, at this point, it's a matter of drivetrain versus power. Because, I mean, I don't have this thing cranked up at all. I think it's on power level 5 or punch level 5. Because of these big old tires, man, it's just like, and I've even got it geared pretty low. I think I got like a 14 or a 15 in there. But it's just like, it's almost like having a real monster truck. It's like you have to do just the same amount of maintenance per mile, But of course, I do some pretty ridiculous stuff with this thing. But man, the Creighton's coming along quite well. It sucks. I kind of fell off as soon as I was starting to get hookups. Just this whole disability thing. No, it's no problem at all. Honestly, I really don't have the experience to give you an honest answer about everything, like all the different brands. I think we've got to kill one Spectrum in like the past 4 years. But they're not that great anyway. I mean, they make like that big old 6800 basher pack that's like weighs like as much as an actual brick. So like, we had one of those. I sold it to somebody. It was just so freaking heavy. And then we've lost cells in Gen Aces, but I can't say that that's because of the battery quality. I can say that it's more than likely because of my inability to have experience dealing with lipos and their constraints on charging and discharging. Electron Pros, we haven't had any that perform that well. The SMP packs that we had back in the day, man, those 2 3S's, dude, those things, and they're still going strong. I got a buddy who's running them in the drag car now. Running the 6S setup with 2 3S, I think it was 6,000 milliamp. Yeah. Yeah, going up in smoke is a different thing, but also when they go bad, you still got to puncture them. I mean, you can't like dispose of them live unless you go to like some lithium-ion storage facility. At least that's the way it works here. You can't even fly on a plane with the damn things. Well, tell you what, Mike. The next time I buy another pair of batteries or whatever, which will probably be in years, I'll hit you up. Hey man, no problem, man. That's what we're here for. Anytime, dude. That's the only reason I do live streams, is to show people how to work on stuff, how to fix stuff. I don't have a lot to fix today, but I mean, I can tell you the build outs. I can tell you the weights of the fluids, the weights of the springs, the setup, anything I do with my rigs, both of them. I make my own custom C&D blocks. We're just here for you guys. We're trying to spread information so that people can fix their own stuff or modify their own stuff so that there's more people to bash with, because that makes it a better hobby. I'm sorry, but bashing is a hobby. Technically, RC racing is a sport. Good. Awesome. Good to hear, buddy. Yeah. Massive discharge from over revving, probably, Mike. Cool, man. Appreciate it. But glad we could help out. Sorry, I forgot your handle, but dude, I have a particularly strange form of autism where I can't remember a damn thing except specifications on engines and valve lash and ring clearance and cylinder to wall clearance, bearing clearance, oil pump clearance. Like, I remember all that shit. But the only reason I know my ex-wife's birthday is because she made it into a rhyme. That's just the way I am, man. I don't know my mom's birthday. I don't know my dad's. Well, he's not here anymore anyway. I know my mom's is sometime in July, but that's it. I'm surprised I remember my own. Yeah, it kind of seemed familiar, but at the same time, like, I said, I don't remember shit. Well, it's not going to rain, so I guess I'll have to camper charge for a while, and I'll just go screw around in the yard, have some fun, do some flips, whatever. Work on my rolling front flip. I love that trick. Just kind of like go like 30, slam the brakes, and just do a front flip and land it. It's kind of fun. Right on, bro. Right on. The grassy lot is right. I can go there. I'll have to open my tailgate and sit on it, but I can go there. Why? I can't take the ramp. I can't load the ramp, dude. That ramp's taller than I am. Granted, it's half the weight of the old ramp, but I can't load that thing by myself. John was supposed to come up this weekend. Or last weekend. We were supposed to go out and hit that, but there's a dead tree right in the middle of the lot, dude. And I want to see if I can clear it, or at least like clear one of the branches. But yeah, I can't get the ramp up there by myself, dude. I can't even get the ramp up there with two people. Well, with two people I could. But Nick's at work till like 9 o'clock at night. Yeah, I'm on my own, man. What's his name dropped out of it? Alan quit, bro. Alan's out. It's like just turned 20, dude, and he's out. He'll come back, but man, he was talented. Yeah, no, Nick only has like usually Sundays off. Or Sundays and Mondays. Nick slings cell phones for a living. He's actually pretty smart when it comes to TV and cell phone and computer stuff. Like, he buys busted laptops and fixes them up and sells them. Like cracked screens, broken motherboards, whatever. You know, like he's pretty good with all that stuff when it comes down to that level, which is kind of cool because it's a complementary effect to what I do. But at the same time, he's extremely socially awkward. He's probably got a form of autism too. Oh, text message. No, this will work. No, it's all remote. Lost my remote, so I had to get an app. But it works. All right. No. Oh, Amy. It works, but I have fat fingers. I'm like a well-hung lesbian. That'll work. All right. Oh. There she is. Here's my rig.
Whether you're registering a business, staying on top of your business licenses, or registering a trademark.
Oh, and if anybody forgot, it's Valentine's tomorrow or today, I don't know. I thought it was today, but I was told by a woman it was tomorrow. So. Yeah, I know this is boring. Well, you know what? I'm boring these days, so. Hell, I haven't even had time to dye my beard again. Well, I have plenty of time. Seriously? That's interesting. Friday the 13th. I believe that superstitions are best left to the superstitious. Honestly, I don't believe in luck and numbers. I mean, yeah, there's chance to it, but it's not to be controlled.
But at the time, a 16-year-old kid, we put out this record, and we were just saying, God, they fucked up the song Pity. That's my best work. You were playing it too fast. Now it's on the fucking record. So, you're not sure around being a lady judge. How can you make it better next time? We should do that. And I can say that a lot. Very, very early, maybe third or fourth rehearsal, we had a conversation, sat.
Really? That's a bitch, dude. I'd work something out and send you one, but you know what the shipping's going to cost. Hell, they wanted $160 for a banner. It's like, no, that's not going to happen. And she said, well, can you make it smaller? Sure. Still pliable. Yeah, that's messed up. Yeah, I haven't even seen one of those up close yet. I don't think I have any at the hobby shop. I'll have to look. But I mean, I've always wanted an 8 scale, like my whole life. Like I raced 10 scale and 10 scale outlaw, which you could consider, I guess, 8 scale. No, because the 8 scale was the 21 class back then, back in 2004. But I always wanted like an off-road 8 scale buggy, gas or nitro, because they're just the epitome of off-road racing. And I never had one, and then I got out of it in 2004, 2005. Came back 13 years later, and now we have lipo and brushless, and it's like, holy crap, totally different gig. That's a bitch, man. How old is Canada as a country, Mike? Do you know? $158, right? See, here's the problem with America in general, and your country probably as well, is like people don't travel to Europe and they don't see how these countries that are 2,000 years old have got it figured out. Like they've fucked it up and figured it out and fucked it up and figured it out. Where we are juvenile countries, very juvenile. And unfortunately, America is like the second youngest kid on the block with the biggest baseball bat, which is kind of scary, especially considering how things are going to go in the next 30 years with all this AI crap and, freaking, these millennials will have their finger on the button, dude. That's a scary proposition to me. I don't know about you, but if you ever try to talk to one, I think the only ones you can talk to are like really high. Oh, sorry. Oh, all right. Well, I guess I should put the battery in this bitch. Right. And America has just turned like 250, and that's a joke compared to these European countries that have been around for 2,000 years, and have done all the dumb stuff and, figured out that it was dumb. It's like talking to a 50-year-old and talking to a 20-year-old. It's like kids don't know shit, man. And you think when you're a kid, you know everything, and you're smarter than the adults and shit. And then you get to be a certain age, and you go, "Boy, was I freaking wrong." All right, there we go. Uh-oh. That sounded like a text message, Scooby. My boss was trying to figure out whose pliers they found in the middle of the road. I was like, "I'll ask this dude." And he was like, "Oh no, they're mine. I left on top of a fuel tank." It doesn't matter how good of a technician you are, because we all leave tools here and there. Sometimes you just can't find the damn thing. But I was the foreman at my last 3 jobs. Like the top dude in charge, like the shop runner, the guy who teaches everybody, all that kind of crap. And at the place I'm employed at now, I'm 3rd from the bottom of the totem pole as far as experience and certifications go. So that says something. Part of it might be like BC, right? British Columbia. I'm not sure, but I haven't looked into it. Well, I know India, they gave India back. And what else do they have? Hong Kong? Yeah, Hong Kong they gave back. Oh, the Falkland Islands. Oh, we need them for strategic sheep purposes. To quote Eddie Izzard.
But really, if you sit down and write out a potential of anarchy, you realize I'm the first person to get cut down. Like, I'm just this kid. I don't know shit.
Oh, man.
So anarchy may not be
Oh,
I treat it as.
really?
It's going to
These work texts really get to me sometimes,
Yeah, and everyone loves the logo.
especially if it's about working.
I guess I first voted. But let's face it, you're voting for who the fuck your parents.
Dude who claimed the flyers just said, "Never mind, I put them in the wrong drawer." What is wrong with you, bro? Oh, come on. That's gotta be what's in there. Well, guess I better go out and film some shit while I still feel like moving. Yeah, that's body in the last one. I forgot how flimsy the last one was. This isn't a basher body. This is a rock crawler body, so it's not designed for that. The reason I chose it is because it's narrowed in the front and in the back. So, like, I figured that would help with the flippy tricks and the spinny tricks, or the slide on the roof tricks. But no, it can't hold up to the beat down. Plus, the roll bar doesn't line up very well, so it's kind of hard to get it right. But this thing has been through hell in a couple months, and I really didn't trim it out that well, so it had some stress spots that would cause cracks. I barely went through it with a Dremel. I was so tired of messing with bodies after doing 2 at a time, because I always do 2 at a time. I always do one for my big truck, the Creighton, and one for the Notorious at the same time. So yeah, there's the 2 of them. But the Punisher body from J Concepts is amazing for bashing the Creighton. I guess I could battery that one up too, huh? Oop. Off you go. I don't know where the hell my dog went. And there's the Beastly. Oof. So at least this way, if one breaks, I don't have to come back in. Cut them both out there, ready to go. Yeah, that is a V6 strap. It's definitely not the V5 strap. You know what this means now? I got to find 4 more body clips. Son of a bitch. Nope. There you go. Gotta love that sound. Click. Oh, I gotta sit down for a minute. Oh. Choppers. Will they fit in Notorious? It's not an ABS body, is it? 'Cause I'm not big on the ABS stuff. Like the white plastic. I suck at art, but I take a lot of pride in painting my bodies. Even though I'm so impatient that I always screw them up. But I love painting my own stuff. So that ABS plastic is just like, I don't want to deal with it. Oh, shit. Yo. Hey, I'm on live right now.
Oh, okay.
Can I call you back in a minute?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, buddy. That was my pit guy from 2002 to 2004 who pitted for me, rebuilt many cars. Did my pit stops, did my radio. Back when I was racing on road. There's stuff on here. Yeah, that's what I like it. Okay. Where'd the body go? Now, this is going to be interesting. Let's see if we can actually drive a car. It's been like 2 weeks. Shit, I don't know. Oh. 2 in here. Not 3. Oh, 4. There we go. All right, we're good. We're super good. All right. Well, I guess, guys, I'm gonna sign off of here and go play around. Do you go to the screw-in hinge pin, or I mean the one with the set screw? I'm not a fan of those at all. The set screw jobs, because the set screws always freaking, they either come loose or if you Loctite them, they strip. And you don't want to put heat that close to your control arm. So I actually get the aluminum ones that are still the screw-in style pin. Like you can get them on eBay and all kinds of other places, but like that's my favorite setup because they work and they work well. And they're a lot easier to pull out because the bigger hex size when you put some Loctite on them, you know, because they come loose all the time because of the binding of the control arm. Every time you hit the front suspension real hard, especially like big jumps and shit, the amount of torque that's loading into those pins and trying to roll them is going to loosen one side, you know. So, I mean, that's just kind of the way it works. Ain't that a pretty trick? Like I said, with that MGC brace on there, it offsets the thing. So, like, I'm going to put like an arrowhead kind of setup on that, you know, like one in the front, two on the sides. Is this still work shit? Really? Go to hell. No offense. I just don't want to be reminded of the joys of being at work when I can't go and work. Man, I need to leave a lot more body on the back of this the next time I get one of these. Because that's just all open shit. I mean, you don't need that much open area. Shit. Close about half of that off. Probably make it a mile an hour faster. Not that it matters. Well, it does when you're hitting the ramp full speed and you want to get the best air possible.
Any organized system of thoughts is a bad religion.
Yeah, I've had problems with them backing off, but I mean, we live in different climates, so you know, I'm sure that has something to do with it. I mean, seriously, the difference in our climates couldn't be further from like, unless I lived in Bermuda and you lived in like, not Alaska, like the freaking like Greenland, like somewhere near the Arctic Circle. That's the only way we can have our climates spread apart farther. And Bermuda's only like 300 miles from here, but it is on the equator, I believe, unless I'm wrong. I don't know. I don't know geography. Don't care about it. But yeah, I'm gonna roll, man. I'm gonna go mount up the head cam and see if I can make some magic happen. It's the first time I've driven in like a week and a half. So maybe I'll get saucy and I'll roll the ramp down the driveway and start doing jumps in the front yard. I might do that. All right, bro. I'll talk to you soon. Later. Peace.